Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your love reading of the tarot cards. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I want to tell you that I take these readings from mid-month. Okay, so we're going to go mid-August through the beginning of September. Now, remember, these are general, so whatever shows up in the cards, that is the message that I will deliver. Okay, and thank you for those of you who like the videos, share, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, I have a black little box at the bottom right of the video. So definitely appreciate it. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. Oh, wow. Sagittarius, you get the Eight of Swords. Now, I'm using the Spellcaster's Tarot, so it's a little bit modern. Keep that in mind. Now, the Eight of Swords, you are caught up in some kind of overthinking. You are, you're thinking that you're stuck, but you're not really stuck. This is all in your head. You keep going over and over a situation in your mind. It's like you feel like you're bound and stuck and there's nothing you can do about it, but that's not true. Okay, so let's see what else comes up for you, Sagittarius. Let something turn around. Sagittarius in love. Now, you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because of the swords there, but this is definitely your energy coming up first. Sagittarius in love. Okay, the moon and the judgment card. Okay, so two major arcana coming out together. And, with the moon, there are secrets. There are things that are being held back that are not being said. Okay. This is, this is worrisome a bit here. Okay. Just because of the fact that, you're so caught up in your own head, maybe you're having a sense of guilt over a situation that has shown up. Now, the moon is it's a card that expresses that sometimes we tend to go in patterns, okay? And we don't go right down to the root of the problem, okay? And deal with it once and for all. But the good news that is coming out here is that we get the judgment card. And this is a card of rebirth, okay? Of re-emerging. Now, you have a second chance here at something, okay? It could be that you're reconciling with something from your past, okay? There could be somebody coming back from your past, and this is something that you are going to have to make a decision on, okay? The Judgment card is a card of past situations that come out in the present, and this is no surprise that this is coming out right now. We have a lot of things happening energetically that are taking us back. They're taking us back. They're making us, they're preparing us for something better, but you have to know how to recognize that, okay? Okay, the Emperor. Sagittarius, you have this Aries around you. This person that could be your boss, could be your father, could be, somebody that is keeping you in this state of mind, okay? Now, the Emperor is somebody that takes control, okay? And it doesn't necessarily mean that this is a controlling person or a controlling situation, but whatever was keeping you stuck, now some of you Sagittarius are going to be able to grab life again by the, like, grab the bull by the horns or whatever, however you say it. Now it's like you're going to come out of this, and it's really good. It's coming out of the shadows into the light, so whatever was kept hidden, whatever you have been dealing with in the past, you're going to be able to make a decision upon it, cast judgment on it now, and maybe even regain, like I said, that sense of control of your own life. Now, the emperor also is somebody that, you know, commands respect, and somebody that shows up with very, very, present boundaries. All right. So keep that in mind, that don't let anybody keep you in that state of mind where you're, constantly going over like what went in the past. Okay. And this could be just right now. Remember, this is a general reading and I'm doing it from August to September. So, just keep that in mind. There could be a water sign here that's wanting to reconcile with you with this moon card. Pisces, Cancer, very strong Cancer. Let's see, Sagittarius. What shows up under this moon card? Sagittarius in love. So I feel like again, a Cancerian card here, the Four of Cups. I'm getting really strongly that, there could have been a lack of communication here with a loved one. Okay. And that's why you felt like you were bound, like things weren't moving, because there wasn't, some clear communication. But like I said, with this Judgment card, you're going to be able to have that opportunity to make things right. Okay. Now you get the Four of Cups underneath the moon. So this is telling me that there's a situation in love. It emotionally caused some sort of disappointment. Okay. Again, we have that Cancer influence very strongly there. Thinking about past disappointment. I don't feel like you're going to be stuck there, but this is what is happening right now. Now, always let me know at the end of September, around that time. Let me know, how this showed up for you in your life. And you can write to me, okay? Wow, so somebody is, you get the Hermit. So somebody here is feeling like they need to isolate themselves, or they're isolating themselves, keeping to themselves, really trying to find out the answers. So there's a lot of things going on inside of you, Sagittarius. This is very, very deep, I feel. This is why you are caught up in your mind, your emotions with the moon. And then, there's a situation from the past coming up, past resurfacing. And now with the Hermit coming up right underneath it, right underneath that Judgment card, is telling me that, you need to have some time to yourself to evaluate what's happened in the last 9 weeks. Okay. there is wisdom to be gained about what's happened here. Okay. Let's see, Sagittarius and love. There's a lot of lunar influence here. You know, in the Judgment card, you have the moon that shows up in the card in the background. You also have this Hermit. You also see the moon at the top of the Emperor's scepter, or whatever you call this that he has in his hand. You know, you see the moon in the background there, and with Judgment, and then we have the Moon card too. So, you know, I have this sense that by the next new moon, right now, I'm recording this video on August the 18th, and we're coming out of this Mercury retrograde. The moon is in its fourth quadrant right now. So maybe by the next full moon, there's going to be, by the next new moon, there's going to be some wisdom here, something that you, some kind of answers are going to come from that sense of introspection, okay, from that time of introspection. Sagittarius in love. You know, the Hermit is really showing up there to tell you. That's a Virgo card too. It's really showing up to tell you, you know, you need to seek the answers from within. You know, you don't need anybody else's input on this, okay? You can do this on your own. Now we have the Tower that shows up, and this is the shakeup. This is that clarity that's going to show up here, okay? It's going to be unexpected. And what happens with the Tower, it's those moments of realization when things come out into the light where we necessarily didn't want this to come out, but it just happens unexpectedly, abruptly. There could be some kind of somebody challenging you here, you know, arguments happening. But look at this beauty that shows up in my hand. It's the Strength card. You're going to be able to overcome this. And look at the beauty in these two cards. They're both looking up, they're both connecting to the divine, they're both rising above. So, this is telling me that you're going to conquer whatever these things that were going on inside you. You're going to be able to survive this, Sagittarius, okay? You're going to reemerge with strength. You're going to conquer the fears. Don't be afraid of this Tower moment. It's sometimes the best thing that can happen to us. It's, you know, those experiences and those things that are surprising. They could be shocking, but they're eye-opening, okay? Now let me get 3 cards for an outcome here, Sagittarius. 3 cards for an outcome, Saggies. Wow. The Sun. After the Moon, the Empress. So we have counterparts here. We have the Sun and the Empress. So the Sun shows up. Things become very much clear to you. Now, Sagittarius, you could have Leo in your chart, And you could be dealing with a Leo. There could be a Leo here that's very important to you, but I feel like this is you overcoming, growing, gaining wisdom out of the situation, gaining clarity. You know, look at how after that moon was there, that causes that sort of mystery, that confusion, that sense of things not being clear, things being hidden under the surface, not being spoken. Now everything comes out in the open, and you have the Empress. Now, the Emperor showed up. This is the ultimate power couple, okay, right here, Sagittarius. And I don't know if this resonates with our general reading that I did for you at the beginning of the month of August. Um, but definitely, there's two people here that are, you know, they're coupled. But with the Empress, this is really good. This growth that is happening with you with the Sun, everything coming out to the light, I feel like this is going to be so auspicious for you. There's going to be new things coming in, new energy, okay, with the Sun and with the Empress. The Empress to me is that energy of abundance, okay, the universe showering with abundance. Now somebody could be getting pregnant, finding out a news about a pregnancy. Oh, finding out a news, and look at him finding out news. This is the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands. So yeah, he's listening to the messages coming in, okay? This is something new, definitely happening here. Now there's going to be like a new direction, I feel, but messages could be coming in about somebody starting something new, something that's going to bring about a lot of expansion and growth, but also like, there's these babies here. There's one baby here, and there's one on the floor sitting down. And then the Empress, which is that very fertile energy. Okay, so so some of you could be that this is what's happening, this sense of overthinking, and what you're keeping to yourself is that, these new ideas, this new child that is coming in, and this is all going to come out into the light, and it's going to be fine. With the Strength card and the Sun card here, there is, this is saying that things are going to be okay. So if you're in a marriage, you're in a partnership, doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be married, okay? There's going to be some news coming in. And it's going to bring about happiness and emotional completion. Look at that. This is the bottom of the deck. It's the 10 of Cups. Emotional bliss. So this is going to bring about happy times, okay? So yeah, it was sort of dark at first and sort of heavy, but not really. There's unexpected news, unexpected events that are going to be happening here, but it's all going to turn out for the better, okay? Now, let me pull an oracle card for you from the Power of Love activation. Okay, so we have joy. Hang on. Joy. Yes, joy. Joy to the world, to all the boys and girls. Look at this. Joy, 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 joy. So it says, you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So, how beautiful is that of a message for Sagittarius? This is saying that you, as a Saggy, are looking to the more positive side of life. You're bringing your joyful spirit, that youthful sense of fun to everything that you do. And even if this reading started out a little bit, a little bit on the darker side, it ended up being something beautiful and amazing. So I wish you guys the best. Please give me a like on this video. And as always, you can find me on Instagram at fearlesslightguidance and book private readings with me through my email, fearlesslightguidance@gmail.com. Okay, so I'll see you very soon. Take good care, Sagittarius, and I send you love and light always.